That's right, folks. Canine Corral for all your dog daycare and overnight care. Call 631-549-1544. That's 631-549-1544. M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles.
Fucking wine.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. We're bringing you back to head-to-head without a video.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, let's get ready to rumble!
Pretty good.
Thank you. I tried.
Pretty good.
Head-to-head, baby.
All right, head-to-head.
All right.
Explain the rules to who doesn't know what the head-to-head rules are, brother.
I will try. I don't know why I have to try to always memorize this. I'll give it a shot. Let's go with, there's 5 categories, by the way. We put 2 greats head-to-head to see who wins. The first category is mic skills. Basically, can you talk to me, or are you going to put me to sleep? Right?
Yep.
Let's just go with that. Those are the mic skills. We got Matt skills. Are you Bob Backlund, or are you Giant Gonzalez? Ow.
Giant Gonzalez is a good wrestler.
You had a lot of beer that night, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Then we've got my favorite, the back of the baseball card. Obviously, that's your resume. What have you done with your career? You got lots of straps. Can we call them belts now that Vince is retired?
Yeah, no.
We can't.
No.
But we liked that term. Why can't we? All right, we'll get into that later. Okay, then we've got the it factor. I always say, are you Terry Bollea, or are you... Oh, man, why do I always stress to find someone who's totally boring? It should be simple for me.
All right,
but it's not.
Let's call it...
It's not.
It factor.
Yeah, who's really boring? Magnus.
There you go. Well done.
Wow. Okay.
There
so
you go.
You got the it factor and the shit factor. All right. And then we've got the final category, the impact on the business, where CM Punk's mouth seems to make more impact than anything he did in his career. What do you think?
That's very good.
All
right.
right.
Let a few fans have weighed in. Jimmy Fingers says no contest. Bret Hart all day long, 6 days a week, 3 times on Sunday. ESO says let's go Barry.
I can see Barry loyalists
Jay
too.
Will.
This is rough.
802 Boo. Barry was good in the ring.
He was.
So this should be very close.
This is going to be very interesting.
ESO says it factor Bret. Well, we're going to go at it. So what's the first category?
All right.
buddy?
What do you want to do? Mic skills first?
Let's go with mic skills.
Okay. Well, this is one that Bret doesn't normally win.
Well, we haven't. You're giving it already to Bret.
I'm already giving it to Bret.
Wow.
How could I not? Barry never talked too much, and Bret did. I got to give it to Bret. It's almost like by default. And I say that this is something normally Bret doesn't win, because if you're putting Bret up against a lot of the other guys from his generation, I don't think he's winning a mic skills battle.
I'm going to go mic skills, Bret Hart.
I agree.
A mess is saying Bret Hart.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Next up.
Boy, I got a bad feeling for Barry during this. This is rough. Matt skills. There is no way.
This is very close.
Listen,
very
Barry
close.
Windham is obviously top shelf. Obviously a top shelf wrestler. But we are talking about the master.
The best there is.
The best there was.
Best there ever will be.
The excellence
of execution.
There's no way. I'm sorry. It's Bret.
This.
I know you hate this, but you did this to yourself. And you didn't even ask me what I thought about it. So now you have to deal with it.
Bret Hart, 2 up.
Of course.
Wow.
It's not going to get. It's not going to get better, Mike.
What's
the
next?
back of the baseball card. It's Bret.
Wow.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
Wow. On paper, I
Bret.
thought this was very close. Even 802 Blue said this is going to be close.
My heart.
But it's not close.
When I saw this on the script, what a fag. My heart genuinely dropped for Barry. Because I know how much you love him. And I saw this, I was like, Barry's going to get housed.
Wow, it's already over already at 3-0.
Well, Bret's
Is
already
going to
won.
be a clean sweep? What's next?
Okay, The impact on the industry. Bret Hart. Bret Hart. Sorry.
You're right. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
You know, and this one, too, pains me, too. It Factor. The Hitman. He's the Hitman. The music just hit. Stop. The girls.
Wow.
It's Bret. It's Bret. We have, I don't know if we've ever had one, but I think we have a clean sweep. In my opinion, if you agree with me.
This is a clean sweep,
man. It's just the excellence of execution. The great, great, great Hitman, Bret Hart, wins against one of the most beloved, solid, all-around pro wrestling legends, Barry Windham. That's rough, man. That one hurt. I'm in pain right now.
You know what? Going into this, I said this is going to be so tight, and this was a friggin' ass kicking.
Well, it goes to show once again why Bret Hart is the face of his time period.
Where does Bret Hart rank in the greatest wrestlers of all time?
Well,
you got to look at it now. You got a list.
Yeah.
You got a list.
Well,
we're going to do it this way.
Go ahead.
Because this ended so fast, guys, I was unprepared. Because it all of a sudden became not even a conversation. Every time Pharaoh said Bret Hart, I go, how can I even argue?
No. Not
there was no argument.
No, not in this particular
So I'm going to go this way.
Matchup.
Where does Bret Hart rank? Bruno Sammartino, Bret Hart.
What are you doing to me? Mike Skills, Bret. Matt Skills, Bret. Back of the baseball.
Don't go that far, because we got more to go. Just Bruno or Bret?
Bret.
Okay.
Ow. Ow.
Scott Hall or Bret?
Bret.
I'm thinking.
The Bruno one hurt.
I'm thinking.
Because the back of the baseball card, no one's going to touch those reins.
Undertaker or Bret?
Undertaker.
Really?
Yes. And not by judging.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Matt Skills.
I thought we're not going to go through the whole thing.
But no, this I'm disagreeing with you
back of the
right
baseball
now.
card, Taker. Impact on the
industry.
industry.
Wait a minute. Slow down.
What?
Slow down. Matt Skills.
Bret's not losing to anybody.
Mike Skills. Bret. Unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yes, that's
fine.
2.
Okay.
Back of the baseball card.
Taker.
That's a draw.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Not with the WrestleMania streak, it's not. You have to factor in the WrestleMania streak, dude.
All right,
21
I'll give you
and
back of the baseball card.
Okay? It Factor. You're going to tell
Taker.
me Bret Hart has more? No, he doesn't, right?
Taker.
Impact on the industry?
Impact on
Careful.
the industry. Not sure.
Careful.
That one's close.
All right, let's call it a draw.
That's a draw.
I'll feel better.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
I still think Taker would win that one if
I had to put money down, yes, but I'm calling that a draw.
This is great. Who else
All
you got?
Hulk Hogan.
Hogan. Not everything can go by back of the baseball card. It's almost like taking 2 great albums, Zeppelin 1 and 2, and doing track by track. But then when you look at the album as a whole,
hold on, Hogan.
So one's better than the other.
Matt Skills.
Oh, what they would Bret Hart stop it?
Okay. Mike Skills.
Hogan.
Okay. Back of the baseball card.
Hogan.
It Factor.
Hogan.
Impact on the industry.
Hogan. Hogan just kicked the shit out of Bret Hart.
That and should.
Sorry, purists, but you got to be fair.
Ric Flair or Bret Hart.
Wow. Mike Skills. Rick. Matt Skills. Bret. Back of the baseball card. Rick. Impact on the industry. Rick. It Factor. Rick.
No, I don't go impact on the industry.
How about It Factor? Rick still wins 3-2.
Give you that.
Okay, fair.
Okay. So
wow,
Bret
this is awesome, guys. Write in some suggestions.
Brett's falling to 3. Brett's falling to 3.
Brett's one of the greats. Bret versus The
Bret
Rock.
Hart, John Cena.
Bret versus John Cena. Okay, Mike Skills, John.
Forget that. Just give me it.
I have to break it down. I can't be. I think I would have to lean towards as far as John.
Okay. Stone Cold Bret Hart.
Stone.
Rock Bret Hart.
Rock. Sean Bret Hart.
Sean.
Yeah, me too. Damn.
But Bret Hart's in your top 10.
Of course he is.
Where he never lied before.
I put him above Bruno. I mean, not in the back of the baseball card, obviously.
RJ, we said we're giving Austin.
Yeah.
Giving Austin.
Yeah.
Flair, you know what, though?
Bret Jericho.
Bret.
I agree.
But I don't know.
I know. It's
I don't know.
Jericho's got quite the story. Yeah, it's
all right.
way
So
up
real
there.
quick, we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
We got about
awesome.
5 minutes. We got Marty Jannetty coming in next Thursday. Marty's going to be on the couch. Where on the second half, I'll be leaving the dais. Pharaoh will sit with Marty Jannetty, where people have scheduled themselves. I do have one more slot open. I've got 3 filled. It's only half an hour, and you got your questions. It'll be a conversation, so it's not like we have 10 people.
Someone get up on that.
So we have one more slot open.
Grab that.
Questions.
Grab it.
So the people out there watching won't ask the same questions.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we want to talk to Marty about. Go ahead.
What do we want to talk to Marty about?
So they could come up with their own questions.
Well, I thought we were going to basically talk. Weren't we going to try to, like, you know?
By the way, Roy says Taker was never the number one guy for Vince. He was just a very loyal as far as years served.
That's interesting, but when you think about it, there were several WrestleManias as that streak was getting higher where his streak was the focus of WrestleMania. So I'm not so sure that he wasn't the focus of the company or the number one face. I think at certain points, the beauty of Taker is that certain points of his career he kind of was, and then he would, you know, lay back, but he'd be back again.
All right,
you
so
know?
back to Jannetty.
The streak kind of,
back
you know.
to Jannetty. We want to speak to him about the passing of Dan Marotti, right?
Right. We got that.
We want to speak to him about the passing of Butcher Blackwell.
Yes, we got that.
We want to get a little deeper with Marty, and we really want to get the question,
Shawn.
did him being the second fiddle to Shawn Michaels derail him both on a...
Personal and professional level.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the direction. Was there anything else? Because I think that's the basics that we had talked about. That leaves plenty for the people to ask.
It does leave plenty for the people.
Plenty. So
guys, get your questions out there. Think about what you want to ask. Maybe
perhaps, what if though, Mike? What if they want to weigh in also on the Marty Shawn thing? They may want to enhance.
You may want
to enhance what we're getting at.
And again, if we ask
mean?
a question about Dan Marotti, doesn't mean you can ask a question. So Phil, if you want to say, hey,
of course,
what did Dan Marotti mean to you?
Sure.
I think that's more than a fair enough question.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, Phil. Of course. Yeah. Sure.
Jimmy Finger says, is Marty going to be sober? If not, you will not get a thing out of him. If he's sober,
like we don't know that.
If he's sober,
what a revelation!
Listen, we got a pretty decent relationship with Marty.
We do.
I've had many conversations with him when he hasn't had problems.
Cool.
And
Marty's cool, man.
You know what? There's nothing to get out of him. I mean, he had a close relationship with Dan Marotti.
Right.
He should share his thoughts about Dan Marotti.
And when has Marty ever been guarded? He always tells us what he's thinking.
And the Boston wrestling fans.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. And he always tells us what he's
thinking. Now,
the
question is, will he open up about the Shawn Michaels thing? I'm not sure. And
maybe
there isn't a problem there. I personally think there is.
I think it fucked him up. That's just personal. How could it not fuck him up? He was fantastic, and then Shawn just shot past him and forgot about him? That cannot be cool. No fucking way. You know? I mean, would I say this to him live on the air? Yeah, probably. We rolled around on the floor. Whatever.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Probably. I mean, sometimes I feel frustrated for Marty. He deserved better. He was better than what he got in the end. You loved it when he returned and won the Intercontinental, right?
Yes, I was.
I mean, how cool was that?
Phil says, I was the only one there the night of the blowout between Dan and MJ. It was quite a night. You know, Phil, you got to write us on a page. I want to know one thing, because Marty called me after that, and that's actually what started the Thursday night wars between us and Boston Wrestling.
Right.
Marty had called me, and he said he had mentioned us, and that triggered the fight. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
And I've always tried to get hold of that tape, but Phil, if you could share what started with that our name was brought up and then that whole thing happened.
You brought it to me.
Right.
After that, you were like, this guy's calling us the F-bomb and shit. I was like, who's this guy?
But anyway, if you could write us and give us a little rundown of what happened there.
Yes, please,
And
Phil.
you know what? It would be an interesting story, Phil. We might have to, when you talk to Marty, bring that up and talk about that night. Because, you know what? A lot of people didn't get to see that. And then, it was quickly taken off the air.
Of course.
Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us on Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
It's our honor. This is Mike Monte.
This is the Pharaoh. Thank you, as always, for letting us come into your living room.
Am I as big as Tony Atlas?
Dude, you're pretty damn large.
Am I bigger than Tony?
And in charge.
Close to Tony Atlas,
Yeah,
maybe.
there you go.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, check this out. Boop. What do you think? String bean power.
Enjoy SummerSlam, Pam.
You've been watching Monte and the Pharaoh, and until next week, later.